Alright everyone, this is a Bromance WarGaming Warhammer battle. It's between Dallas, Lizardmen, and Matt pulling out the Orcs and Goblins. I'm going to give a little rundown of mine and then Matt can go through his. We've already deployed, vanguarded, and all that stuff, and rolled, and I won first turn. So after we talk about our deployment, we will pick up with my first turn. This is kind of a really goofy list, I think, for me. I'm trying something, and you'll see how crazy it is in a moment, as I have both a carnosaur and a slann in here. We have 10 Cold 1 Cavalry with the banner of swiftness, 30 Saurus warriors with a musician in standard, and they have hand weapons and shields. Back there we have my ancient stag, and in front of that is 10 skink skirmishers with the javelins and shields. And behind it is my old blood on a carnosaur, who also has light armor, charm shield, and the burning blade of Chotek. Then we have my first charmander / salamander with extra handler. And next up we have my other block of 30 Saurus warriors, again musician and standard, and it has two characters in it. The first one is my slann, who I'm being really dumb and going with beast, and also giving him the crown of command and the fencer's blades.
Nice.
So yeah, with beast,
he's also higher state of consciousness.
And the higher state of consciousness. So he is ethereal and stubborn. That's right. Fear him. I hope when he gets the savage beast of horrors off in 5 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, next to him is my Scarvet BSB. Reason why he's my BSB is because I didn't have enough Lord points, and he has the Iron Curse icon, the Dragon Helm, light armor and shield, and the Sword of Striking. So he is has a 2-up armor, and of course the shield, and he has the Sword of Striking. Whoa, just got a little scary here. Behind it is the Skink Priest with the level 2. He has a spell scroll, and I got Comet and Ice Shard Blizzard. Next up is my other salamander. Just to let you know, for my slann, I got Amber Spear, Curse, Savage Beast, and Wild Form, which are pretty much the spells I was looking for. I was going to be really sad if I did not get Savage Beast. Then over here, got my Scarvet on a Cold 1. He has the Great Weapon and Armor of Destiny, so he's got 1-up armor and straight 7. Then my other unit of Skink Skirmishers. Up here, as you can tell, I have 2 units of Chameleon Skinks. And while Matt is answering a phone call, I'll kind of go over the terrain as well. We've got a hill back in my backfield, a Mistwreath Swamp, Bane Stone, a Mysterious Forest, Spree Slope, another hill back there, a Dwarven Brewhouse, and a Magic Circle, and also a Necroheron Sphinx. So just in time, Matt shows up. And Matt, go ahead and go through your deployment.
Alright, I have 5 Wolf Riders with spears and short bows, 5 Spider Riders with short bows. Pay no attention to this boar. I actually don't know where my 5th Spider Rider is. We have a Spear Chucker, a Rock Lobber, 99 Night Goblins. I got 99 Night Goblins, but a boss ain't one. Got full command. I got Nets, 3 Fanatics, short bows. Got a Mangler. Got a Doom Diver. I have 30 goblins with spears, shields, 3 nasty skulkers. In there is my Black Orc boss that I decided was going to be my general. He has the Dragon Helm, a shield, and the Ogre Blade. Have my Night Goblin BSB, who is got the Standard of Discipline. Got my level 4 Orc, who's got the Fencer's Blades, Dispel Scroll, Iron Curse icon, and something else, but I'm forgetting. Oh, the MR2 amulet. Have another and he knows Fist of Gork, Headbutt, Here We Go, and Foot of Gork. And I picked Foot, and I'm kind of thinking I might regret not picking Hand. Then I have another Doom Diver, another Mangler, another Rock Lobber, 16 Trolls. I actually ran out. I have 2 Proxy Trolls back here, and I ran out, which is why I have 2 Spear Chuckers. But 16 Trolls, 5 Spider Riders with short bows, 5 Wolf Riders with short bows and spears, another spear chucker, 40 black orcs with standard, musician, and the banner of swiftness. My goal is to ignore that unit as long as possible. And by that unit, I mean the one with the slann and the BSB and all the nastiness. And hopefully to do some shooting pew 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 and kill some big scary things. And then let the trolls and black orcs do some work.
Alright, guys, I won the roll to go first, so we'll pick up after my turn. Alright, everybody, I'll send a turn 1 for the Lizardmen. As you can see, I kind of moved everybody up a little bit. During my turn, I moved my skinks. My command skinks, my plan was to get double shots off on the spider riders. But as I moved my first unit up, the nasty little fanatics popped out, ran through them, killed 3, 2 of them ran through, ended up killing 3 on a very poor rolling on D6s. But then I decided to not complete that plan, and I moved my other chameleons over to that side. And let's see, so that was that. Then my chameleon skinks panicked, went back towards the back towards the fanatics, stopped on one of them, getting rid of it, but took 2d6 more and killed the last 3 of them. So, you know, not really worth it, but whatever. The chameleons over here took some shots at the wolf riders, killed 2 of them, just enough to panic them, and as you can see, they are running off, and hopefully next turn they run right off the board. That'd be nice. Others, I kept my units over here out of the 12-inch movement range of the of that fanatic. The salamanders here, both those, I ended up taking shots. This one at that unit, but I didn't get close enough. I needed like a 6.
Yeah, you need 6 to get in there. 6
to get anything, and I rolled a 4. This one I rolled an 8. I hit 4 of them, but I didn't wound a single one of them. So it was just to take a shot and see what happened. Magic, I did a Curse of Enter here on the big block. He allowed it to go through. Then I attempted to do a Ice Shard Blizzard on that rock lobber over there, and he dispelled it. So pretty much uneventful, except I lost a unit of chameleon skinks, and his wolf riders are running off. So we will see how it goes when it goes over to Matt's turn 1. Alright guys, it was the end of turn 1 with Matt. Go ahead and let everyone know what sort of really dumb crap just happened.
This is going to be one of those games, I think. So over here, I moved up and around. My wolves fled off. These guys didn't move so as not to Curse of Enter here themselves. These guys didn't have to do anything spectacular. The trolls failed Stupidity, 9 with the reroll. So they shuffled forward 1 inch. The wolf riders and the spider riders over here both failed Animosity and had to do nothing. So thereby blocking the black orcs there. In Magic, I got 7 dice. I 3-diced the headbutt spell to his wizard and failed to get there. And then I rolled 4 dice that powered up foot and it irresistible. And I put it on his stag and old blood. And it direct hit 3 or 4 times. It scattered backwards 1 inch once, and then it scattered like 6 inches another time. But eventually, I kept going at least 4 more times. It hit at least 5 times, but I think it was 6 that it eventually finally. And then he got to place it somewhere, and it killed a couple trolls. He was trying to get this this guy, this thing right here. And so it was really, really brutal. The old blood actually was the boss of everything. He, the first hit he charm shielded. The second hit I failed to wound him. The third hit he saved with his 5-up armor save. The next hit, the 4th hit that I hit him with, he saved with his 5-up armor save. So he was the boss. But I did kill the stag and all of his handlers. I left the carnosaur on 1 wound. And then the miscast killed 1 goblin and put a wound on my level 4. In the rest of my shooting, I took out the carnosaur with a doom diver. My doom diver failed to kill these guys. This bolt thrower hit the old blood on a 5. I was very excited, and then failed to wound it. That bolt thrower hit the cold one knights on a 4. I was like, yeah, I failed to wound him. This rock lobber misfired. This doom diver veered off. This rock lobber and veered off of the old blood who has 2 wounds left. After the doom diver, I was just attempting to beat him up and get those points, because otherwise I have a feeling I'm not going to get any points from him. But things are looking pretty good. My biggest concern is really right now is the cold one riders, because I have my people that I was gonna dance around and play polka with them are all facing backwards and locked in animosity. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
All right, guys, and also one of the fanatics
Oh
rolled
yeah, he killed
doubles,
himself.
and
Yeah,
the other one's over there. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're going into turn 2. All right, it's the end of the top of turn 2. It's just showing you how everything's going around. I moved my command skinks to take some shots at the rock lobber. Moved my salamanders around, scarvet. Just showing you everything where I moved. I ended up charging the wolf riders, and they fled off the table. Then I redirected into the spider riders and sent them onto the other side. Other than that, my old blood moved up a little bit. Magic, I got 6 plus 2 channels, so it's looking pretty good. I went to Ember Spear that Mangler Squig right over there, and I threw 4 dice at it, and I think I got like
I got a 9, 8 or 9, yeah, showing.
And it was just pretty horrible. Next up, I threw 4 dice at a Ice Shard Blizzard, and he easily dispelled it. Shooting, this guy over here was a boss. I rolled a 10 on my scatter dice, so it went like all up into those goblins, and I ended up killing
13 from him.
13.
Yep.
I think I got like 27 on that one, and then killed 13. He overshot by quite a bit. I also rolled a 10. I got
17 or 17 or something.
Yeah, then 7 more wounds, so it's 20 total. And I also hit the rock lobber, but failed to wound it. I wasn't really expecting that. I needed a 6. These guys looked like they were going to be boss for a moment. They shot at the black orcs. I rolled 10 shots. I got 5 6s.
Yeah.
Then he 5 up 3 of them. So yeah, so not much. So yeah, that's kind of my turn in a ridiculous dumb nutshell. No combat yet, so we're going into the bottom of turn 2. Alright guys, it is the bottom of turn 2 with the Orcs and Goblins. And give a rundown.
Well, I failed animosity with these guys, so they had to charge. They charged the salamander who fled. I charged the skinks over here with my black orcs because I was unsure whether when they collapsed I would be able to squeeze just by them with the trolls, and I couldn't, so that was fine. So I charged the trolls in there as well. You can see how that happened. I moved this guy onto the salamander and barely killed him, but now he's crazy back here behind my lines. This guy went towards the old blood trying to get some points and got all up in my way because I wasn't, thinking about other stuff, I guess. Let's see. Over in Magic, I tried to 6 dice foot and he dispelled it, or scrolled it actually. In shooting, I failed to hit with this Doom Diver. This Rock Lobber landed direct hit on this guy, rolled 1 to wound. This Doom Diver killed 3 of these Chameleon Skinks. They passed their panic. This Doom Diver killed the Old Blood. This Rock Lobber couldn't fire. This guy hit the Cold One Knights, did 1 wound, and then failed to wound the second time. So we're having all sorts of fun ones to wound from my side. From Dallas's side, Magic is kicking him in the pants. Fighting, the combat went just like you'd expect. The Black Orcs needed an 8 to get into the Cold One Knights and rolled a 7, so they're just kind of hanging out there. And Trolls did not overrun because they didn't want to land on the Mangler Squig. So things are looking okay for me. I actually am not sure how Dallas is going to pull this one out, but I know that he has a plan. I have faith that he has a plan, and so we're going to see what it looks like.
I have a plan. It is not a great plan, I don't think.
That's okay. The time for great plans has passed.
Absolutely.
It is time for the good plans, or the mediocre plans.
Mediocre. All right.
All right.
Going to the bottom of or top of turn 3 with the Lizardmen. Mediocre plans away. All right, guys. We've gone into turn 3. Showing you how the breakdown's going. Over here, I double charged the Black Orcs. After combat, we ended up me losing by 1. He went to Great Weapons and tore my people to shreds. And my Col 1 Cal held, but my Saurus did not on the 7th, so they fled. Otherwise, I'm moving over across. My Saurus is 1 away from the rock lobber. Going to try and do his best to take that thing out next turn. Over there, I took some shots at the Spear Choker and did 2 wounds, so he's got 1 left. Down here, I did 1 wound to the, did a couple wounds to that Fanatic and killed him off.
Yep.
Let's see here. Magic, I got Curse on those guys.
Those poor guys.
Then I attempted to do an Ice Shard Blizzard, or no, I'm sorry, Wild Form on the Saurus Warriors. He dispelled it, and then I tried to Ice Shard Blizzard the Orcs, and he Dispel Scrolled it. So,
yay!
Other than that, it has seen my people depleting. I'm hoping that Mangler Squid goes somewhere really stupid for him.
Not me, not for you.
Yeah, a good way for me. It's looking pretty bad for the guys. I definitely think my Slann is ticked that I put more points into the Old Blood. So he's like, I'm supposed to be the most important. He's my diva Slann over there. So anyway, that's where it's going. It's, like I said, just looking pretty poor for the Dallas. So we're going into the bottom of 3 with the Orcs. All right, bottom of 3. Matt, preach it.
All sorts of craziness happened. The Black Orcs, of course, completed those 4 guys. The Trolls charged the Saurus to keep them running. I thought if they rolled low, I could catch them, and if not, I could redirect into these guys. I only needed a 6 to get into the flank of the Saurus, but I figured that was a low risk charge because even if I failed, I would only wheel 5, which wouldn't have hit this Mangler. But as you can see, I made it. I hit the Mangler. The Mangler did kill the Troll. I went running over this way and compulsory pulled my people out of the building, mostly because I'm going to try and get them into the Slann and with their magical attacks and actually do wounds to him. Over here, we fired everything like Captain Nero in Star Trek, and we failed to wound this guy. Actually, I hit him with the doom. What did I hit him with? This thing?
Yes.
And I failed to wound him. Or you
I worked
That's right. I failed to wound something. Oh, I failed to wound these guys with something. I don't remember what. I actually got a wound through on these guys. I got a hit through and failed to wound. Mockingly. Forgot to shoot these guys, but that's alright. They would need like 8 or 9s. This guy didn't fire over here just to not... He couldn't see anything juicy. Pretty much everything else, I was firing at Homeboy or the Salamander, and I missed everything, or it scattered off or whatever. Magic, it rolled double 1s. I got Fist of Gork off on my Shaman, just hoping to beat up a Slann, since we both have Fencer's Blades, and he's going to get Savage Beast off, and then we'll both be, I think, Initiative 2 and Strength 8 and 6 attacks, weapon skill 10. It'll just be a beat off, and Dallas unfortunately will win because he has a 4 board save that I didn't think about. Everything's looking really bad for Dallas. I almost clipped him over here with the Mangler, but regardless, that's still not going to go very well. It looks like I'm beating him up and taking his lunch money.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll come back after his turn and see what he can do with Operation Mediocre Plan.
It's still in mediocre. It's going down into suboptimal plan.
Suboptimal, gotcha.
Yes. All right, going in 4. All right, so let's go. This is the 4.
Yep.
That right there pretty much sums up my turn. See that right there? Yeah, that's my lonely Scarvet BSB by himself, facing down trolls. All right, so what I did, I moved him over, Moved the, well, I actually rolled stupidity on the Scarvet, and he ran right into the rock lava, which is what I was expecting anyway. Moved the counter skinks over there. Moved everyone around. Alright, then we went to magic. I had 7 dice. I threw 6 at a bubble, a savage beast, hoping to hit both my slann and my Scarvet. I irresistibled. I rolled a 4 on the miscast table. I hit all 12 of my Source Warriors that were left. I hit 4 trolls. I then killed all my Source.
Except for your command.
Except for my command. And then my Scarvet. Actually, my slann then disappeared into the void. As I rolled a 3.
Because he was petulant about the... Again, he was petulant about the carnosaur.
Yes. So it was my Scarvet and my 3 command guys facing down the horde of trolls. I'm going to swing back over here to the Scarvet because that makes me a slightly bit happier. Not by much though. Because I was able to kill off the rock lava. I did 1 wound with my mount, and then 1 wound with my Scarvet. Did no wounds with the chameleon skinks. I killed off a decent number with my slann.
6?
Yeah, I think it was. I'm sorry, my salamander. I killed like 6 off. Just barely got in there, so that was decent.
Yeah, that was good.
Then over here, my Scarvet BSB with 7 attacks at strength 8.
He hit 6 times.
I hit 6 times with my Sword of Striking giving me 3 of those hits because I could hit on 2s. Then out of those I needed 1s. I only got 3 hits through. And then
I thought you only got 2 through. Because you had 6, I thought you rolled 4 1s.
Yeah, okay. So 4 1s. Then he ward saved, so I got 1 wound. Yeah. And that was it. My rest of my guys did no wounds. They got killed, got a wound onto my Scarvet. He held, but he's by himself. So as you can tell, I got these guys that are about to get destroyed from the Black Orcs. Got him, got my Scarvet over there, those 2 guys, and my little skinks over here. So it is very much horrible for the Lizardmen. I blame it on this guy. See him?
It's definitely his fault.
That smirk right there, that's what he's giving me. He's giving me the finger. That's what he's doing. So, anyway, it's a dumb game. But hey, at least I'm making armor saves on my characters, so that's good. All right, we're gonna go to the bottom of turn 4 and see how much more I can get destroyed. All right, it was the bottom of 4. Matt, you didn't see it, but Matt came over here and spanked me severely. I kind of enjoyed it.
I put on a glove. It had studs in it.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and let's know what happened on your turn.
I tried to charge the Black Orcs into the depleted source and failed. I charged the Night Goblins into the Salamander, and he held just because why not? I rallied these guys. My Manglers ran crazy. That Mangler actually hit the Black Orcs and killed 5 of them just to make the odds more even. But then he ended right there, precluding any kind of combat, any meaningful combat over there. In Magic, I got 10 dice. I Ed-butted off his Wizard, and the miscast killed like 4 goblins. Put a second wound on my level 4, and it only took a dice. So then I full power footed, and he double 6 dispelled with his dice. Shooting saw me hit and wound the Scarvet again, and he ward saved like a boss. Then I got 5 wounds through on my Doom Diver, and he had just ward saved himself out. And so I finally did 2 wounds. Out of 5 hits, I did 4 wounds, and he failed I think all of the ward saves, but it didn't matter. I didn't shoot any of my other war machines because I didn't want them to explode. Oh, that's not true. I fired this Doom Diver at these guys and scattered off the board. But I didn't fire this Rock Lobber or that Spear Chucker because I didn't want it to explode. Because for some reason I thought that was going to change the outcome of this game. But also I didn't really have anything to shoot him at, so why worry about it? In combat, I beat up his salamander, and his salamander proved to be no slight to Dallas, but it proved to be more resilient than his source warriors.
Yes.
And I had like 12 attacks and did 2 wounds to it, so it ran away. But I got into the skinks, and I puked on his BSB, and we see how that went. I got 1 wound through, which is all it took. And I think that Dallas decided that he wanted to play out the last 2 turns of this game with 2 skinks, a fleeing salamander, and that severely depleted unit of Saurus. That was a lie.
Complete and total lie.
That was a complete lie. I reformed the trolls to face over there, so that combat was never going to go well. And we decided to go ahead and call it. I'm pretty sure that he's got these points, and that's likely it from the chameleons. I've probably got these points, and I don't know. I don't know that the salamander is ever going to get the points off of the big horde of night goblins. So it looks like a pretty convincing massacre to the Orcs and Goblins.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, MVP for the game, Black Orcs. 515 points, beat up a couple units, chase some people around, immune psychology, don't care, mowing people down. Close second, the Trolls, just for being there when his slann exploded and mopping up. I mean, realistically, oh, you know what? Second place, I forgot, the Shaman. That first turn, 6 stomp, foot of gork, craziness that killed the stag, severely wounded the carnosaur, and also took out the charm shield off the guy, and it was just ridiculous. So, in a nutshell, most everything went my way. So everything's MVP. MVP everybody.
Yeah. Going into it, when I saw how many war machines he was putting down, I knew it was probably going to be a very bad day for Dallas. I was hoping I was going to be able to get my carnosaur into combat possibly, but the carnosaur is just way too many points really. It's just I like the model. There he is over there.
It's a good model, yeah. He needs to be like 150 points or something.
Yeah.
The guy on top maybe a little cheaper as well.
Yeah. So it was just way too many points to do, but hey, it took a stomping.
The guy on top was invincible.
Yeah, he took the curb stomping and laughed it off. Yeah, other than that, it was pretty much nothing really went super well for me. Salamanders were rocking and rolling on the big unit.
Yeah, they were.
But my guy with the beast didn't. When he cast Savage Beast, he died, so that was pretty much pointless. Yeah, so I think the Fencer's Blades Beast Slann is going to get retired. Yeah, look at you. You snarling little douche. Alright, so anyway, other than that, I think I'm going to steer clear from the Beast. I'm going to try something else where the Slann's actually doing what he's really supposed to do. And it's also, I've noticed that really my units don't hold up super well, or at least don't dish out enough damage unless I get enough magical support. Like, that was Saurus and a unit of Cold Ones, which is like 700 and something points going into those. Should have done better, I think. But if I got in wild form, it would have been a little bit different story. Not by much, so. But, so.
We would have killed more.
Yeah. I still would have lost, or I actually may have won that first combat if I got a couple more wounds through. So it would have been a little bit different. So yeah, I think just Beast, unless it's going to be like on a second slot of some weirdness, is just not really the right lore for this list. Or for Lizardmen in general. So yeah, it was a rightful butt kicking. I guess I deserved it after the tournament. So anyway, it was a fun game. Handshake to you, sir.
Good game, Dallas. You took that like a champ.
And yeah, so we'll see what's going on. I'm gonna, like I said, gonna steer clear from Beast, and try something else. Maybe metal, maybe death. Who knows? Anyway, that's been the butt kicking of the Lizardmen. The old ones are pissed, and we're going to eat some pizza soon, so long.